Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for August 16th through the 22nd. It is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, as well as the near future. I'm going to clarify that. We'll get into your person's energy, your energy, the possible outcome. Wow, listen to that lightning. Or, oof. Sorry, guys. It's thunder. I'm sorry. It's just really, really loud. And then we will get the romance angels as well as the oracle cards. So I want to say thank you to everyone who is returning. And if you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. So that information is in the description box below if you'd like. All right. So let's get into your energy. So we have... Awesome. The Two of Cups and then the Two of Pentacles in the recent past with, the Eight of Cups. In the current energy, we have the Star in reverse with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. And then in the near future, we have the Devil card with the Three of Cups and the Six of Cups in reverse. The overall energy is the Nine of Swords in reverse. So it feels like you're getting past something that was at one point really starting to stress you out. So could this have been a relationship? Absolutely. I do see the Two of Cups. It could have also been a partnership. But it feels actually like things are calming down. So even if there had been some difficult stuff going on just recently, I feel like you're coming to a place where you're okay. They just said at peace. So hopefully for some of you that's the case. Let's look into the recent past. So we have the Two of Cups with the Two of Pentacles and then the Eight of Cups. There was definitely a decision made in the recent past about walking away from something. It could be also that you just kind of want to leave the past in the past, meaning if there were some difficult emotional issues within your relationship, you just want to leave that there. The Two of Pentacles in reverse is not going back and forth about it anymore. Either we're going to make this work or we aren't. But we've got to leave any of those emotional problems, dramas, if it was creating toxicity, whatever it was, has to be left behind. So I feel like there's a strong decision here for someone. Now, could you have physically walked away? Absolutely. You may have just said, you know what, I'm not going back and forth. I'm done. With it in the upright, I just feel like there's something between the two of you that you can't release. So the physical walking away is difficult for me to pick up like strongly. If you have walked away physically, I don't think you have emotionally. All right, so we'll clarify that in just a minute. Now, the Star card in your current energy with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, you see how he's looking towards the stars. There's healing that hasn't been done. And it feels like an energy of somebody who's willing to fight for it. And I'm sensing that this is the other person. I see this is your energy to me, the Nine of Pentacles, feeling stable, feeling like, you know what, if you want to fight for this, fine, I'm in a good place. I may hurt and have to heal from some things that were difficult, but if, you know, let's see what you have. Are you willing to actually put in the effort and help heal this situation together? I don't want to stand alone in this. Now, could this be a partnership, meaning something to do with your work? Absolutely. It could also be about somebody that you work with that you didn't always see eye to eye. There could have been some conflict there and you just decided, you know what, I don't want to fight about this anymore. It needs to be done. Like, you're going to maintain your stability no matter what, because your head's kind of turned away. Like, you know what, you can fight with yourself. Like, I don't have time for this. I've got better things to do. I'm going to stand here and hold this little bird. They said canary. Somebody might have a canary who's watching the reading. And just be here. So if you got to fight it out with yourself, go for it. I'll wait for you to try to heal the situation. All right, let's get into the near future. So the Devil showing up does tell me there could be a lot of obsessive or jealous energy if you're dealing with somebody at work that just seems to create conflict no matter what. The third party situation, yes, this could be about being happy, of course. But in this particular position, I sense that there's almost like a chatter, that gossipy, sit around the water cooler, talk shit about people type of energy. So there could be some of that. You could have some people that are a little bit jealous of your successes. Now, the Six of Cups in reverse, partly it feels like it creates some kind of an imbalance, but to me, this is closing the past out, putting your back to any kind of toxic energy and just being happy-go-lucky. If they want to do that kind of stuff, I just don't feel like you're going to participate, whichever you want to say. Now, could this be a very passionate relationship? It very well could be. Being the Six of Cups in reverse, that would tell me that it's not necessarily someone from your past. It could be that, how do I want to put this? So over here, there's some kind of issue with somebody who I feel is more current energy. So this may not be somebody from your distant past that you've broken up with. It feels more like a relationship that's been happening recently where there might have been some issues. And or you've been in it for a long period of time and there wasn't necessarily a break. So can you find that happiness and joy again? Sure. There is definitely, like I said, the devil doesn't always have to be bad. It doesn't always have to be toxic. It could just be an insane amount of passion. And that could feel like it's a little bit toxic at times when you're so drawn to somebody and you enjoy spending time with them. Like you have good times with this person is what it feels like. All right, so let's get some clarifiers and see what's going on with the Two of Cups with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is for Gemini. So we have the Knight of Swords. There's somebody who wants to come forward and say something. The Five of Swords, but they're kind of argumentative. And then the Nine of Pentacles. All right. And then the Lover's card. So your person may not be particularly stable right now. So when they come towards you, like I said, I do feel like this is something that has been ongoing or you're in this relationship. It could be somebody from your past, absolutely. Just whatever fits for you, whatever the scenario is. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. This is somebody who definitely wants to kind of come in and communicate. But when they do, it's almost like they're argumentative. They don't come in with stable energy. It's like they just haven't learned how to communicate on a normal level. So you may experience a little bit of drama or fighting. Now, this could also be your energy. Like, I've got Four Swords here, and if you come anywhere near me, I'm going to cut you. I'm going to cut a bitch. Sorry for those of you who get offended by that language, but I can't help it. That's what this card feels like it's saying. Like, don't come near me, because if you come at me with some kind of crazy off-the-wall BS, I'm just going to cut right through you. And you may not like what I have to say, is what I feel. All right, so let's look at the Two of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups. Going on there. I just saw the Magician card. So yeah, could somebody be a little bit manipulative? Maybe. I do feel like there's someone who's trying to manifest the right thing, like create the right type of scenario, but they always seem to trip over themselves. I keep seeing the physical person like tripping over themselves. All right, so then we have the Nine of Cups, which is all about wish fulfillment, the Six of Cups, and the Moon card, and then the Two of Wands. I feel like this is partially you. Like, look, I really want to work this out. I do feel like this is my happiness, but I'm also going to continue to look for the things that fulfill me in my life. Like, I'm not going to sit around and wait and spend time with this emotional chaos or drama. You know, shit or get off the pot is what I feel like I want to say. Boy, I've cussed a lot in this video. Six of Cups. Find the balance. Give back. Give back to this relationship. If you're going to continue to hold back, or there's any secrets, or there's any fear, again, I just feel like you want to shove it right back at them and say, I'm just not going to tolerate that. It feels like a lot of just combative. I'm getting worked up doing the reading, so that's me picking up on the energy of it and saying, like, just don't play games. I don't want to play games. I've already said I don't want this emotional drama. I want to walk away from that aspect. So if we can find a way to find a middle ground, we could actually have a happy relationship. But there's got to be balance somewhere in here. And if anybody's going to hold back or has like underlying fears, that's their problem, not yours. Don't let them project that onto you. Oops, hold on. So the Two of Wands that was on the bottom, that tells me that for you, I feel like you see the light at the end of the tunnel. In other words, it doesn't have to necessarily be with the person if they're not going to act right. But in this case, it's like no matter what, you're going to find your happiness. And then the Wheel of Fortune comes in, which tells me that things are changing in your life for the better. Something good could pop up in the next week that lets you know, hey, you could be offered a new position at work, or I just heard a raise. So there's going to be something. There's some kind of luck that I feel like you're going to feel. Is it exactly going to happen next week? Maybe not. It could be a couple weeks or even a couple months. I just heard 3 months. But something is definitely moving in the direction that it's meant to, and it's going to pay off for you in the long run. And then the Empress, that's what it's going to make you feel like. Completely like on a higher level, like spiritually, you're going to be feeling like, yes, I'm winning. This is awesome. I feel good. I am actually connected. I do believe that things actually work out because you're getting past any kind of betrayal or BS. And the Four of Pentacles, just, you're going to hold back. You're going to keep your stuff close to your chest, which I would actually suggest if you know that you're about to be moved up. Don't tell anybody. Because if you have somebody at work that's jealous, this is going to be even worse. Like, it's going to create that much more drama. So I'd say keep it to yourself about that. This is also just being protective, putting up your healthy boundaries as well. And then you're going to be working your tuchus off at something, and it's going to finally pay off. All right. I don't suggest walking away from a job if you are thinking about that right now. It just doesn't feel like you should. Those are the 3 cards I'm going to say for the Star and the Five of Swords. Now let's look at the Five of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. This is for Gemini. All right. So we have the Fool card. Good. Take that leap of faith. Take a chance. Seven of Pentacles. Wait. I'm telling you, wait and watch this grow. It's going to grow. The Ace of Swords. So you're going to need to have trust in what's driving you passionately. If there's any kind of fears behind it, like I had mentioned with the relationship situation, this is more like, are you afraid of being passionate about it? Don't be. That's what's going to help push you forward. And then the Seven of Wands. Again, there's a little bit of vulnerability about the situation. It could be at work. It could be with the relationship. But they're saying take a leap of faith. Things can grow. They can work out. Don't bury those passions. Don't bury all of that like physical, I just said sexual energy. So if you're feeling it, go for it. If that's where you connect with your partner and then you can have a conversation after the fact, do it. You know, it's the whole idea of makeup sex, right? Okay, so let's look at the Devil with the Three of Cups. But do protect yourself from this person at work if you know who I'm talking about. They just don't have good intentions. The Queen of Swords, yeah, they're just saying watch, be careful, because why am I picking up that you guys, boy, when you let one off at somebody, you really do tell them how you feel. So they're just saying be cautious about that. Like you're not confused about it. You know what I'm talking about with this person. And then we have the Lovers. So if in the future you feel like you need to speak your mind, just be cautious with what you say, because you could really cut somebody pretty deep. The Seven of Cups in reverse, there's no confusion. There really isn't. If this person has been acting a little stupid, they still love you. They want to be with you. And the Page of Wands just says, look at it from a different perspective. Go back and remember what it's like to be in love as a teenager. If you've been married for a really long time, it's like a new spark. And then if this is a rekindling of a relationship, let's say, in a work situation, it can mend itself, but I would just say stay away from people like that. Their energy's not worth it. They suck you dry, and they just need to be ignored. Keep your boundaries up. The Page could also be somebody else. This could be a younger energy that's close. I just heard like a nephew that might be close to you that needs to have a conversation okay, this is a story that's only going to be for a few of you. For those of you who have a younger nephew who's interested about things they don't want to talk to their parents about, somebody might be coming towards you and you may not know how to quite deal with that. So you may be cautious as to how you speak to them about it. Okay, that's for somebody. All right, so the Three of Cups with the Six of Cups in reverse. This is for Gemini. So we have the Two of Swords. You'll make a decision about this because the Hermit has all the wisdom. Boom. And then the Star card. Again, the Seven of Wands on the bottom, which is great. When you're open and vulnerable to spirit, that's what I feel like this is saying. It's not necessarily like be vulnerable and put yourself out there to be hurt or disappointed or any of those things. It's saying, be open and vulnerable to spirit and what they have to offer. So the Two of Swords, you're going to make a quick decision about this relationship. I think your wisdom's there. You've dealt with snakes in the past. The star just tells me that this is your wish fulfillment long term. So if this is a job, I feel like this is something you've been manifesting, and it's going to happen for you within the next 3 months is what I feel. This is also about healing too. So if you're needing to heal from some of that emotional drama that was happening, that is what I feel like is going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. All right, guys, so let's get into your person's energy and your energy. Let me clear this really quickly. All right. So this is for Gemini and their person, please. Tell me about their energy. All right, so for them, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Six of Swords, the Hermit in reverse, and the Two of Swords in reverse. Your energy is the Page of Wands, the Death in reverse. Yeah, you've gone through the transformation. Your partner may not have yet. And then we have the Magician. Like I said, you're manifesting. And the Ten of Wands is just putting the drama behind you. So the overall energy right now is the Two of Wands, which tells me that for the two of you, you may not see the future. You just don't know what's coming. So there's still questions around it. We'll get the possible outcome in a minute. For your person, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. They don't know how to love themselves very well, and that's probably why their energy is coming across the way that it is. They tend to want to just get to the other side of an argument. They don't necessarily really want to work through something. That's because they're not emotionally capable of handling it. So in this case, I'd say that they're just trying to find peace, but they don't do it by settling the issues. The Hermit in reverse, because they haven't done the work on themselves that they need to do. Have they made a decision about this? I think they have. They want the relationship, but right now they need to do some inner work instead of running from everything. Now, your energy is the Page of Wands with the Death card right after, which tells me your back is kind of to this person. You're like, I'm going to find my passions and keep going on with my life. I've done my work. I've been through that transformation. And then you're busy manifesting life and not stressing over things, hopefully, for most of you. So some of you, yes, this could have been a difficult transformation, or you haven't gone through your transformation yet and you're going through it now, and that's what you're focusing on with Death in reverse. I can read the cards whichever way they make sense to me. Some people like to correct me about how to read the cards. I read energy. So you got to remember that it's not always going to mean what you think it means when you watch a reader read. Okay, so let's get into the romance angels and see what advice we have there. All right, so we have trust. Yep. Keep an open mind. Healing family issues. Like I said, I feel like this person has some stuff they've got to work on. You deserve love. And then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I do feel that. Okay, so trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Maybe they did, or they do, if you've just recently met them. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I feel it's more your person than I do you. I think you're working on yourself, and you're starting to realize that if you don't heal those childhood wounds, that relationships are going to be difficult, because we have to go back, heal that, love ourselves, do all that good stuff before we can have a healthy relationship. And then we have you deserve love. You are lovable. Of course you are. All right, so let's get the possible outcome. This is for Gemini. I just saw the Nine of Pentacles in the upright again. So it does speak to stability. And if you're not in a stable place, you sure do wear it well. Or you do fake it well. All right. So the Page of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Cups, King of Cups, look at that, the perfect pair. And then the High Priestess. So the Moon in reverse. Somebody's got some fears, for sure, about it's not even about you. I don't, maybe you have fears about this person because they seem kind of unstable, but I feel like the other person has fears that have nothing to do with you. I think they're projecting that. The Page of Wands, a little bit of that lack of passion, but not on your part. I feel like your person isn't, it's not that they're not passionate about you. It's sometimes they don't even find the drive in their own life. And the Queen of Cups is just saying there's a lot of nurturing and love and things like that. I think this is you. I think you tend to open up and love a little bit more. And then the King of Cups, doesn't matter which one you are, male or female, somebody's closed off, somebody's opened up. So whoever needs to love themselves more, put yourself there, needs to get in touch with their intuition. There's just a lack of that connectivity with spirit or the divine or whatever you want to call it, and they don't trust their intuition. So will it come together? Yes, but there's got to be that connect. I don't think that there's going to be a problem. I think you guys could definitely work through this. Now, if this is somebody that you feel is just too toxic, then yeah, I mean, I wouldn't stay in anything that seems toxic. All right, so let's look at the Lover's Oracle for you. All right. This is what I pick up with you too. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Spirit's so cool. And then we have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Perfect. I feel like there's one more. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Perfect. All right, last but not least, we will get a few messages from Spirit, from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Gemini. All right, so we have Thinker. I think that's your person. Community, go the distance, not for you, and higher power. So there is somebody bigger than you that's at work in this situation. Do I feel like you're in your head? Yeah, sometimes. It reduces to an 8. That's about affinity. Okay, can we say this? Infinity? It's like sometimes you just keep going back and forth and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and it can be a little exhausting. So I'd say if you can, try to get yourself out, and that's another 8. So there's 2 8s. That's good. There's a lot of, what do I feel? It's like energy that you want to express, but you need to do it outside of your house. So go out, like put your feet in the grass, do something to connect to nature, whatever it is that makes you feel good. Even if you just need to go to a bar and have a beer, whatever. Do something that's outside of your environment where you constantly stay in your head. And then we have go the distance. So I feel that. This reduces to an 11. Could you be dealing with, of course, they're all soulmates. It's just what level of soulmate they are. Could it be a twin? Possibly. That could be why there seems to be so much like triggering of wounds. And then we have not for you. I just think the drama's not for you if this person brings that with them. So it is about finding that balance. And it's also about knowing that good things can come out of difficult situations with that fortune cookie. All right, my loves, thank you so much for being here. You are highly, highly protected with that higher power. That's a 4. Oh, look. And then look what came out behind it. Soulmates. So if you have any question, this is just telling you that yes, they're soulmate. And then the orphan card was there. And if you guys have seen that card before, I always talk about that that's someone who has abandonment issues. All right. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I love you guys so much. The personal readings is in the description box below. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.